All right, hey guys, welcome back. Lance Caron here, and hopefully by now you've watched, video 1, 2, 3, and 4. So by this point, you should have at least gone through your sales page, made some edits. It may not be set up fully, but you should be able to make edits, change out the images, all of that stuff. And of course, I want to make sure you got everything else done too. You should know again, like what the purpose of the challenge is, how we do this. You should have decided on your challenge depending on the time of the year, whether that's going to be the Fit for Fall, the bikini body challenge, or if you're using the 21-day rapid fat loss, which is going to be like you're in between those times. So if it's in between those times that I mentioned in the last video, be sure to use the 21-day rapid fat loss, which you'll have to. That's what we call an evergreen funnel. So I usually leave that one up on my website. And then anybody who stumbles upon that, there's a pop-up that basically encourages them to jump into that. So the 28-day challenges that I'm giving you, those are ones that are group-led that you will do where it starts on a date and it ends on a date. You'll get 50 to 60 people to sign up for them. The 21-day rapid fat loss challenge, that's one that you're actually going to get people, to sign up for. And it can be, even if it's just one person, and all you're going to do is give them access to your boot camp. You're going to give them all the same materials as far as that goes, but they just do it by themselves. And then you're just going to keep up with them the same way as a private client would have done, a consultation and then a follow-up. So nevertheless, decide on that. Make sure that all of your, whichever funnel you're going to be using, make sure that sales page has all of your images, change out anything that is related to me and make it to you, of course. And then finally, your opt-in, you should have an understanding of the opt-in, your lead magnet, something to that effect. As I mentioned before, Fit Pro newsletter is a great way to do that. I also, if any of you guys decide to do any coaching with me, I can build you a free lead magnet as well, so that you can use that to grow your email list, which can be very, very crucial to build up the email list so that we can promote your offer into that email list. But if not, we're still going to use ads regardless. The hard part about using ads is that you just want to make sure that you've got a warm enough audience, which is where email can come in from. So, but we'll talk about that on a different video. So today we're going to talk about using your email service provider, your or ESP. I'm using Aweber here. I have two different email client providers. I use inside of, I forgot I have that on tab. I use inside of ClickFunnels, which is called Actionetics. That one is a lot more expensive. It's got a ton of features. It's amazing. Likewise, what I would recommend is starting off for Aweber, especially if you are on a budget to begin with. So Aweber is really, really simple to set up. All you're going to do is create your username, password, etc. Sign up. I think it's like $20 a month. It's really inexpensive. You can use MailChimp, which is totally free, but you're very, very limited on what you can track. So all you're going to do, though, once you're inside of Aweber here, you are going to, I have several lists here, and what you're going to do is you're going to create your list. So we'll pretend like we're going to create one here. And let's see, so we will do new. Okay, so we'll go to manage lists. And then here, once you can see me again, here we'll go to create list. Okay, and then here you can see this is my business. You just go through the next steps, etc. This is so easy. Your list name, design it. So this would be, for example, yours, if this was going to be the 28-day bikini body challenge. So that's your list. On the description, just put on there something to do with group personal training with meal plan, blah, blah, blah. We'll do that. Group PT, because I'm going to delete this anyway because I don't do group PT anymore. We'll just say that this is fine. This here makes you give them a confirmation. What I would do is just approve it and then go back and turn that off because it sucks. I know that email marketers will tell you that you want to leave that on for them to confirm their subscription. I'm telling you otherwise because you want people on your email list quickly. You want to give them a free offer, and you want to be able to make sure that they're seeing your stuff. So we're say approve here. Okay, let's see. All right, so we've approved there. And then what we would be doing, the very next thing is you got to create an actual sign up form. So we create the sign up form here. Okay, so all we have to do is just hit save your form. We'll actually go to step 2. We're making everything basic. Go to step 3, then we're going to save the form. Yes, fine. Okay, so we'll install our own form. We don't need to do that. So, okay, so now we're set up here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into ClickFunnels again. Okay, I'm hoping you guys can see me whenever I'm loading a new page, but if not, you can see me now. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to go into ClickFunnels, into one of the funnels that I built that I'm giving you guys. Okay, all right, there we go. So we're going to edit the page. Now, assuming that this is all set up, we're going to go into settings, integrations. This here is set up already. We're going to change this. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit remove integration. We're going to go to Aweber, just like this, integrate existing form. And then what we're going to do is we're going to find, there it is, the 28-day bikini body challenge that I just created. And now those are connected. So what happens is when somebody goes, and we'll hit, let's hit save, and then we're going to hit preview. Actually, we won't hit preview because that means you guys can't see that. So what we're going to do is when somebody goes and clicks on this, yes, I want to start losing now, they are going to get a pop-up. And that pop-up here shows them this. So what happens is I have this built so that you guys can get the email and the name of the person even before they technically sign up. So what happens is they enter this stuff, they hit get started now, and then it's going to take them to the confirmation or the order page. So what happens is if they get there and decide, you know what, no, whatever, something happened, the kids happened, dogs are barking, then we still have their name and address that we can retarget them and say, hey, I noticed that you went in here because you're going to get notifications. I noticed that you were looking at my bikini body challenge and you didn't make it through all of the cart. So I wanted to make sure that you didn't forget anything, blah, blah, blah. The other thing too is that if after a day or two that you see that they went on here and didn't buy, you can create a non-buyers list in Aweber, which means that you send them a 3-email sequence that says, hey, this is what it is, and reminds them. It just nurtures them to help them to buy from you as well. So this is why you're going to use Aweber. This is super important. Once they get signed up here using that, what's going to happen is they are going to get an email that welcomes them through Aweber that is from you. That's an automation. We'll talk about that later, but basically it's going to welcome them and it should give them any of the information that they're going to need. Like, hey, the date starts here. This is what you're going to expect. This is what you want to do, etc. I will put the link below for you to get a free trial of Aweber as well. You'll also see the link as well for Actionetics if you like that one better. Actionetics, if you are a ClickFunnels user, it is going to, again, it's far superior in my opinion. It's just more expensive. Now, the beauty of it is it's not only more expensive, but it's more expensive because it gives you unlimited funnels inside of ClickFunnels. I build a crap ton of funnels, so that's why I like to pay for that upgraded version. So it's just totally up to you on what you want to do. I don't advise using MailChimp regardless, just because it will, end up, I know they're beefing it up a little bit, but there's a lot of things. I started off with that one and it really, really screwed me as I grew my business. So nevertheless, this is your email service provider. So again, if you have any questions, leave me a comment below or reply on one of the emails. I'm going through this briefly. All I wanted to do is give you an idea of how this connects. You can go through that. If you want actual training on that, let me know, and I'll either do another video specifically on setting all of that up, but Aweber provides that for you anyway, so that you can, if you sign up with them, you'll be able to get access on, building your email list and doing all of that stuff as well. So I didn't want to create a video that was more generic. So nevertheless, this is everything that you want to do right here with your email service provider. And then you just have to make sure that you can turn on, and this is the last thing I will show you on this one. Okay, so you will turn on in automation. That is annoying how that keeps disappearing. Okay, in automation, this is where you are going to, just like I see here, if I go in to edit this, it's going to show me what my automation is. And what I have this is my old info. And basically this lets me know, it sends me an email notification that every time that somebody goes and purchases, that I get a purchase, I'm going to get a notification that says, hey, Lance, you just got a brand new Bikini Body purchase. So that way I can make sure that they're in the right funnel, and that either myself or one of my staff members is going to reach out to them to make sure that they get welcomed and they get a great experience before they get started, and that you answer any questions from them. So that's the other thing. Now this also, because I'm connected with Actionetics, I could technically right here hit add new email, and you can see I can choose an email like this. I'll choose one of the ones that I've done in the past. So you can see, actually, let's just use this one here. So we'll say use this template. So, and then we'll hit create mail. This is inside of, oh, we'd have to hit yes from me. Okay, sure. For real. Okay, welcome to the 21-day, let's call it, we'll do the 21-day Bikini Body Challenge. And then sometimes I'll put like info inside, something like that, whatever, but that's plenty for us. And then what's going to happen is this is here, this condition means that the only people who get this is either everyone saw a page but didn't purchase, or purchased. So what we can do is we go purchased, we choose the template that we want, and then that is going to pop up, and I'll show you the preview. Oh, disregard, because I forgot it takes me off there. So nevertheless, it's just going to show them, hey, welcome, blah, blah, blah. A video goes a long way. If you want to do a video inside of your email, that's awesome. You can do that with this here or Aweber, fine. And then finally, the other cool thing that you can do with Actionetics that Aweber you have to really build is, for example, if we say, instead of welcome, we say, you noticed that you didn't complete your registration. So this is generic. So then what we do is we do, instead of purchase, we do saw page but didn't purchase. So that means that they landed on the order page, they were ready to buy, and they did not. So what happens is we build another email that says, hey, just wanted to make sure you're still interested. Did everything go okay? Do you have any questions? We can't wait to see you. Don't forget that the registration closes on this date. And so it'll help you to get like extra sales. So usually, like, I think the last time I closed, maybe 4 to 6, I don't know, maybe it was 5, I don't remember, but just using the non-buyer email thing, like for people who purchased and, or didn't purchase, using a series, I had 3 emails that basically, if they saw the page and didn't purchase, I had 3 emails that would go out automatically that would let them know, like, hey, time's almost up. Hope you're blah, blah, blah. So those are things that if you need help setting up, let me know. You can do a 1-hour coaching session with me. I will literally walk you through everything. We'll do a screen share, the whole 9 yards. So, but yeah, we can do that as well. So, but anyway, this gives you at least a great idea of where you can start off. Everything is plug and play. So yeah, just let me know if there's any questions that you guys have inside of the comments, or send me an email and I will make sure I answer it or do another video.